painful viral stayed awake all day long for this and could not make it. But hopefully, as we move on, he meets us in the meeting because it's basically 30 minutes now. So, good everyone. Welcome to the second week of the managers meeting based on the whole league going on, and it's basically the same thing we did the last time. Checking up on all teams, how they survived the week, how they plan to survive the coming week, and what they have in store for everyone and their predictions for the end of the league. So let me start with Outlaws. Outlaws got what do you call it? Outlaws. Enryu, can you unmute your mic? Let's be quick with this. Seems like as if nobody is hearing me. Beautiful.
I'm hearing you.
He said he can't hear me well.
I'm hearing you very well. I'm hearing you very well.
Yeah, the other one says he can't hear me very well. So just unmute your mic and let's at least you should be able to hear that part. Unmute your mic, respond to how was your week and how did you survive? We'd like to know. Oh, you know what? Let me start with somebody that can hear me. Santi, Defiance, let's go.
Hello.
Oh, now you can talk.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You can't be live
What's the
streaming
question?
and begging people to talk. I said, how did you survive the week? Your fixtures.
Oh, our fixtures last week. Our fixtures was for last week was very nice, sha. I can't complain too much. Before the league started,
We aren't actually hearing you again. I think you have a terrible network.
because can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Okay, I was excited for the week 2 to start because we wanted to see how we fare against other teams, especially the Defiance match. I really like the Defiance match sha, because most of our matches before, we were losing like under 150, under 100. So when I saw the match results, I was quite glad that at least we're improving match by match. So I can't really complain too much. Since I know before the league started, we were not really ready, but we just wanted to see how we play against other teams. Hello?
Okay, so moving forward, this coming week, have you seen the fixtures for this coming week? Have you seen the teams they are playing?
Yeah, I've seen the teams I'm playing.
And how do you think you'll survive? What's your expectations?
Honestly, I don't even know because anything can happen in the match. Anything can happen. So I don't know. But for facing, I'm coming to check again. I know I saw it on.
Yeah, it's on the server, the fixtures channel.
It's on the server.
Yeah, the fixtures channel on the server.
Okay. Facing Noxious next. I know we're going to lose that match. And
Okay.
Euphoria. I'm not sure about Euphoria and Dreamies, but anything that can happen, Sha. I know we can lose all matches because we've not really been doing it, but I just want to see how we fare against them. But Noxious, we will definitely lose that match.
That's some strong disbelief in the, would I say in your
No, it's
team or
not
in
like a strong, not like a strong disbelief. I actually believe that anything can happen when they are playing. But me, normally, I've seen Noxious results. I've seen how they are faring against. The match that actually shocked me was them and Antimeter. I actually expected them to win. But I've seen Noxious results. I've seen how they play. And they're actually very good. I have hope in my team, sure, that they can actually win. But if you ask me, I know that you can lose that match, but I know anything can happen. So my players can actually shock everybody and can actually get the win. But anything can still happen.
Okay. So, which team do you think it's week one has passed, week two have passed? Basically, half the league is gone. So, which team has been impressive so far, so good? Like, mention like three teams that have been impressive so far, so good for you in the league.
I'd say Noxious. I see Noxious have been very impressive. I see Originals. They are very good. Then I'd say Dream Esports too. They are very, very good. Noxious, Originals, and Dream Esports. They are very, very good.
Okay.
And Inferno, if I can add the fourth team, I'd say Inferno because they are actually very nice. The way
Okay.
they play, their coordination is actually very nice. I like watching their match, especially originals and Inferno matches. If they are streamed for them, I actually like watching their matches because I like how their players are coordinated and how they play.
Okay. That's a nice compliment both both teams there. To both teams there. So, which players have been impressive to you so far, so good? The last week and the 2 weeks overall.
Is it my player or
Anyone, it doesn't have to be
team?
your player. Anyone, if you've been checking results, at least
Oh,
you may get one or
this
two player that you think is performing well.
there's someone in Inferno. Zek came in, Abi. I don't know his name. I think something like that. Zek's game is actually nice, and someone in Defiance too. Some Delora also. He's very nice. So those two, I've noticed those two players that they are constantly they are this thing, the way they play is constant. They are not like really that they will have one good match, one bad match. They are constantly having good matches. So I've noticed those two players. I don't really check the result. I'm mostly focused on my team and how we play. But from the ones I just actually managed to check, I actually saw those two as being constantly good. I can't say anything for other teams, but originals, I know originals too, they have good players, but I can't really pick a specific player there because I don't really look at their results. I'm mostly focused on my team. But the ones I actually managed to see, I actually saw Zex and Delora. They actually play good.
Okay, that's that's nice. Will be thanks for your opinion. So okay. Now that we are past week two, we are going to week three. How do you think? Who do you think is going to be in top four? This is different from the top
But
performing team. Who do you think is going to be top four?
I'm coming.
Uh, nah, your day is cracking. Your day is
It's
cracking.
not orderly, but I can.
Repeat what you said again. Nah, your day is bad. Maybe we'll just move on. We'll just move on. So Santi Defiance. Let's have that word. Let's have that word. How was your last week? How was your last week?
Hello?
Well,
Hello?
last week, okay, the guys back.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah, we're hearing you, we're hearing you.
Okay, top four teams. I see Originals, Noxious. I actually expected Defiance too to be top four currently if they were. But I think maybe it's the DQ that got to them. I actually expected Defiance too
We
to
are
be top.
top four.
They are
We're
top
actually
four.
top four,
They are
though.
top four, yeah. They are say
Yeah,
Defiance,
yeah.
I'm not
Originals,
asking for. I'm not asking for.
Noxious.
I'm not asking for current league table. I'm asking who's going to be the top four at the end of
Oh,
the league. Did I
at the
ask
end
you
of the
for
league,
the
I say
current league table when I can go and look at
I
it?
say Originals, Noxious, Defiance, and Dream Sports. Those four.
Okay, that's
Dream, Defiance, originals, and notches. Those four.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. So thank you for your time and your opinions. We'll be moving on now to
No problem.
Santi Defiance. So Santi, how was your past?
My past week was good, was good, was good. So it was very, very good. We got maximum points after failing to get max points the first week. We that first week was very hectic week for us, and like this week we actually told ourselves that we're going to get max points from all our games. I'm not going to drop any games at all. And we did not drop any games. That's actually nice. I was actually impressed with my team and the way they put up fight and stuff like that. So yeah, last week was just basically good for us. Very, very good for us.
Okay, so
Then,
the
then
last time we had this session, you talked about some teams that were probably going to give you issue this week. Which one of
uh,
them gave you issue?
this week it was when you guys asked me, I told you that okay, Phalanx be the ones that give me issue, and I was not wrong. Like those guys, were that Phalanx game, the most especially the S1, the when I was watching the stream and all, I was just after we won the 80 game, the 80 games was like we clawed out of it because everybody was like at their top, everybody was on their best day, trying to like grind the win and stuff. After failing to get past match point, and we're like, no, no, we can't lose the Phalanx game too. We have to win that game. So the S&D, going to the S&D, having a good mindset that we already won the HPO. We're going on, yeah, we're leading the S&D 1-0. Game was going. I was not watching, I was not looking at something going on. These guys were leading 6-2. I was like, oh, what this game is dead. Once they win one round, it's already over, then we tie, then control. That momentum of winning the S&D now, it might just tip over, but I was like, let's see, let's see. Then I saw game going on, 6-3, okay, it's possible. 6-4, still possible, but you just need one win. It's like clear it up. 6-5, it started becoming realistic. Okay, these guys are actually pulling the comeback and stuff. 6-6, yes, I immediately made the game 6. I knew they were not going to do that much. They were going to win it because from screens and all, once we are getting momentum in screens and stuff, like we make a lot of comebacks against teams once we're already entering our groove. So I saw 6. I knew that there's no way we're not going to win that game. So we won the game. Going to control, I was like, these guys will be angry. They might want to do reverse sweep and stuff. The control, I was just seeing these guys contracting the I was like, what the fuck? I was really shocked that that control just it was really one sided and stuff. But like all down to my team and everything, they came out and they came to fight and stuff. So it was really nice, just really nice. Balance, they put up a good fight.
Okay. So your coming week, you've seen the fixtures.
Yes, 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 yes.
How are you going to survive this coming week? What's your prediction for this coming week?
Uh,
Maximum points, minimum
my
points.
prediction is maximum points. If I'm being honest with you, it's maximum
So
points because
team is most likely to which team is most likely to make you not take maximum points this week?
let me see. I don't really know. Let me see between. Okay, hold up. Let me just make a wild guess and just go for the anti-meta game because I saw them play against Yup the other day and it was utter dominance all through the game. S&D, HP control, dominance all through. So I see that game as a really tight game. It's going to go down as a 3-2 game. That's why I say the game, 3-2 game.
If but you played against a team that dominated you from beginning to end and won.
Uh, yes, but that's not about this game. Like a team that you beat easily today, the next thing that you'll be like, okay, you can win this team. So because that's something you cannot predict comes never. Like I have enough experience. I know team that I beat in experience beat everyone whenever it comes to comps. Like they're a totally different team entirely. It's really crazy. So I can't really say anything about that team entire game. But if my boys are up to the task on at their best day, I don't really see them losing that game, to be honest.
Okay, so it's going to be funny if you lost to Yup in the first week. I think it was the first week.
Yeah, exactly. No,
And
you
then
no,
you
we
not
did not
beat
lose to you, but like
then you not beat
okay,
two
continue.
teams. Yeah, like it's going to be funny if you lost to Yup in the first week, then you not beat two teams that dominated Yup.
Exactly. That's the exact stuff that I'm talking about. Like you cannot really predict. Like The youth game, we won youth like 3-2, and they were giving us the hard time, especially that 5 stack technique and shit. It's very annoying to see teams playing um those type of techniques and strategies. It's very really annoying. So they gave us a lot of trouble, the HP especially. Then I saw the Ultimate game. They totally read you and they played the reverse card against them. I saw Ultimate playing that 5 star game and shit. They played the youth game to them. So I just see that you cannot just predict comps and stuff. So that's just it. Teams have different strategies for different games. You see Ultimate now, they'll play trial when they want to play, so just watch. They'll play trial. That game will be 3-2 game. I can see it already.
Okay. Okay. Let's. So the way everything has been going now, week 1 is past, week 2 is past. I believe uh the top 4 is getting clearer to some people now. So predict your top 4 at the end of the
Top
season.
four,
At the
top
end.
four. Okay, top four. Let me see. If we manage to just use a scenario that if we manage to take maximum points from this week, I see my top four as because we already dropped some points to Dream, so there's no way we can actually top Dream. Like I'm seeing my top four as Noxious, Dream, Defiance, Originals. That's it. That's it. I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
Noxious, Dreams, Defiance, and Originals.
okay.
That's if
That's
we manage to take max points from this game. But
okay.
if we don't, Originals will stop us.
So how about players that have been impressive so far so good from week 1 to week 2?
Okay, wait, 1, 2, 3. So, this guy, I like this guy a lot from Phalanx. What is his name? Kane. Yeah, I like him a lot. He's a very good player. When he played against us, he was a handful. He's a very good player. Kane, obviously my player, very consistent all through the entire game, like from week 1 to now. Coffee, then Delira just joined my team recently, so like I can't really pick him in, but he has been consistent too, and he has been picking up form and shit. So I can just call Deloria, I'll be Delira, Delira, this guy from Originals. Monkey, yeah, I like Monkey a lot too. Monkey. Who else again? Noxious have had really good team performances. I'm not really taking a look out of the team and saying, okay, this guy is not carrying the team. There's actually nobody that is like carrying all the games and stuff. So I can't really bring out a player. For Dream, there's a certain player that always carries Dream game, 20% accuracy when I check the results, and nice KD and OBJ time too. Those guys smoke. Yeah, he has. I checked that results a lot. His accuracy is really, really, really impressive, and he gets nice amount of OBJ time, decent in S&D and control too. So I'll go with Smoke, Coffee, Deliora, Monkey, and did I mention again? Kane. Yes, yes, those players. They've been impressive.
Okay. That's nice. That's
Oh yeah,
nice.
and Jomama. Yes, sorry, I forgot to mention from Jomama from Influence. He has always been top fragging all their games. Jomama, that guy is he's a really good player too. Yeah, Jomama.
Okay. That's that's nice to hear. And thanks for your opinion and everything. It's welcomed. And also we'll be moving now to Caleb's scene. We need to hear Caleb's scene. Somebody that is not playing this league, but his opinions and his observations are very well welcomed. Caleb's scene, let's hear from you. Caleb's
Hello
scene.
to everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. We can hear you. I don't know the
Okay.
amount of games. I don't know the amount of games you have been watching. I don't know the amount of the games you have been following and everything. So, how has the league been to you? How has the league been to you? So far, so good from what you have been observing.
Okay. Once again, I will still mention my displeasure of not being part of this tournament. But then we move, man. I've been following whatever DA does. So I've been watching some those that I think they are having potentials to win. I've been following them keenly. Those that are disappointing as well. I'm noting them down. So that when they come out that they want to make noise, we'll create some memes for them. Anakin will be able to will work on them very, very well.
Okay.
So going into this tournament, I think Antimatter has made a whole lot of noise about this league, and to me, they are not living up to expectations because I
Okay.
really expected a lot from them. Um, I
But
I
they're
kind of
still in the
tagged them.
season.
I kind of tagged them like they are the ace gamers of SA. Like, you know, they make noise. When they win, they make noise. You know how Roshan is. Roshan is telling us he has stepped down, but we'll still give it to him.
Okay, well, because
Um,
at least Ace Gamers won. When Ace Gamers made noise, they
yeah,
won events. They entered finals, like 3 finals in a row. They entered about three
yes,
finals in
you
a
see. So mhm, in this league, and this is also showing how powerful the T2 scene is. T2, T3.
Okay, okay. So
Because some
which
of us are not there.
okay, so I want to like ask one question. Which game did you watch? Obviously on stream. Which game did you watch that impressed you the most?
I watched Inferno's game. I watched Inferno. I actually surprisingly they've blown that's when they forfeit their recent match because I've started following them keenly and they decided to forfeit their match. So I'm not happy with them now because they have shown that they've got what it takes to win this as well. Um, I've been screaming them in the past month, and they are very good. They are, in fact, they are the first team that my team lost to in scrims when it came to scrims. So I was when they come to tournament, they normally don't pull up to that expectation. But this time around, they are in with a whole lot of different energy and synergy, team chemistry, and the rest. But then I'll still go to originals. Originals also had their matches, some of their matches forfeited, also no shows or something like that. So I'll jump onto my top four being originals, Noxious, Dreams, and then Antimatter. Antimatter should pull up because they are losing some sort of points from the games they are playing, and which doesn't speak well of a team that almost won the league the last time they competed. So they should be up to speed. Inferno, I won't say anything for them because Inferno has disappointed me. Inferno has disappointed me. Priest, you have disappointed me because
I
you
think
were part of they were part
it's
of
not
my
their
top
fault.
four.
It's not their fault. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. It's
Oh,
not
oh,
their fault.
it
They
is
are
a
good
team.
team. Let me tell
It's
you
their
something.
fault.
Let me defend Inferno.
Oh,
As
really? Priest is here. Oh.
let me
Priest can
defend.
defend.
No. It doesn't need to defend itself. Let me defend him very well. Yeah, you know, Inferno's FF is it wasn't their fault. Yeah, it wasn't their fault. It was
Uh-huh.
there was some time issue, and then though you can call it irresponsibility, but at the end of the day, it's still tagged under honest mistake. Their time for the game was meant to be 8 p.m. and all of them thought it was 9 p.m. You understand? And it was that 8 p.m. time for the game. Everybody were expecting them to pull up. You get and they could not pull up. Everybody were looking for Priest. They were looking for their managers. Unfortunately, the managers were now unreachable. So I believe most of them hibernated till around 9 p.m. So time for like it was very painful for them, yeah, that they were requesting for time change and other stuff. You get so it's I will not say it's their fault. Most of their forfeiting, just an honest mistake mixed up with time and all.
Well, they still lost to Dreams. Dream Esports.
Come on, Dream is a strong team. Dream, you put
Yes,
Dream
that's what
in
I'm
the top
saying.
four. You
You
put
know,
Dream in the
Inferno
top
won.
four. So
Inferno won
Dream
the league the last time, so they should have
is
come out with this league as a stronger opponent to Dreams.
but Dream,
So right now,
Dream, let me
I'm vouching for Dream. I'm vouching for Dream Esports to win.
Yeah,
because
vouching for the but come on.
I'm serious because I really didn't take them seriously, but they have proven to be strong. I'm waiting for them to face off with would they meet Noxious again?
No, they've met Noxious
Oh,
already. I think they
No,
yeah.
no, 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 no. They will. No, they haven't. They haven't. They will. I think they will this week. They're
okay.
facing
They
off
will
this
this
week.
week. Okay, game of the week. If it is this
Provisionals. Yeah, the FA provisionals.
because if
Okay.
Noxious and Dreams will meet, it's going to affect the top 4 ranking.
Yeah, that's true.
It's going to
That's
affect the
true.
top 4 ranking. It's going to affect the top 4 ranking. So okay. That's
You
that.
know,
So
in as much as we are talking of the top four, we should also be looking at the bottom four.
no, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. This
Oh,
league is too
you need
tight.
to you need to give them some light. They are also
No,
playing, man.
they are playing. They are playing. They are playing. The league is too tough. There's this popular saying, yeah, let the bot breathe. You get let them
Whoa,
let them
whoa,
breathe at the bottom of the table.
that's
It's their
hard, man.
responsibility. It's their responsibility. We should not take that away from them. So let them
Eh,
breathe at the bottom
okay.
of the table.
I didn't
Because
say it too.
it's not their fault they're at the bottom of the table. If they also struggled, if you see most of the teams that are at the bottom of the table, they lost via DQ, they lost with 3-2. You get so, and I don't want to call any team name here. I don't call any team name here. You get, let us appreciate the ones that are at the top of the table and respectfully ignore the ones at the bottom of the table.
Without those at the bottom, then there will not be anyone at the top. You know.
Yes, they are the one carrying the ones at the top. You understand? If they are not at the bottom, we'll not have those at the top. So let's just respectfully ignore them. We have seen them, but we're legally blind.
Oh man. Oh, the league is interesting. I wish I'm part, but well, I will still follow and still enjoy. It's really going on
Don't worry,
well.
I have good news for you guys. I have good news for you guys at the end of the meeting. I have good news for you guys at the end. So,
Alright.
Caleb, what you have talked about teams. What about players?
When it comes to players, I haven't been paying attention to individual.
Individual
My take
performance.
has
Okay.
been on.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I wouldn't talk much about players. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for your takes, your hot takes, your disappointments, your your newfound love in Dream Esports. And so
Yeah.
we'll move on to the man from the originals, Babaju. So let's go on. How was your previous week? How was it?
Our previous week was kind of fun and encouraging. Very
Okay,
good.
very
Yeah.
good. You got 10
Yeah.
points out of 15 points. Okay, well.
Yeah. It was a very, very silly mistake. You get against the game of no shots, Jerry. I think two of like me and one other guy, originals, Carbs, we had some ping issues. Like I was playing throughout on 30 and one at 30 MS because of Glow. Glow tried for me that day. I had to quit at S&D.
Baba,
And
sorry. Antimatter is leaving now. We have scrums. We have scrums now against DLG. So we shall see you. Thank you.
Don't feel you come back.
Are you playing the screen?
Your noobs, let's leave.
Are you playing? If you're not playing, you don't need to leave now. You're the manager, you're not the player.
Noobs is playing. I need to make sure that my players is there. But anyways,
But noobs can make sure the players are in. You have about 3 people in your management. You can be here, the other 2 can go and make sure the other players are in.
Notorious, just postpone it to 9 o'clock.
I can't postpone the scrum. I can't. They got cast.
Okay, go and come back. You can go and come back. Yeah, so continue, Babaju.
yeah, we had ping issues for the hard point. You get if you look at Monkey and Creators gameplay, like they had like 20 keys. They were still complaining about ping issues. I was complaining about ping issues. I was using Glow, switching network at one point in time. The bullet reg was very poor. I was pissed, but I just had to like relax and play the game throughout. So that's why we lost 5 points to Noshos.
The result actually shocked everyone.
Yeah.
because there is this how would I put it? There is this view everybody have on the originals that they are basically like the best tier 2 team in DA currently. I don't know, and I believe you all understand. I believe you all understand that. You all understand that that's how everybody view the originals in this DA community. I don't know about how you're viewed outside the DA community, but if you're in the captain's GC or around, and they talk about the best tier 2 team in the first name to come up is the originals. You understand? If it's not the original, you can have others like maybe the commission and ace gamers you get, but that's the view and that's the projection. Everybody, even the whole predictions for the game, everybody were like originals. You get, the only people that wanted originals to lose were people that wanted to disrupt the top 4 table. And and your loss gave them that happiness that okay, the top 4 table has been, the people in the top 4 has been disrupted. There's a chance for us to choke our head in. So this coming week, how is it? How is it for you guys? How is it going to be?
It's going to be fun. Trust me.
Fun.
I
Okay.
no longer have pink issues.
How many points are you taking away this week? 15,
taking
10.
everything.
You are taking everything. No team is going to stop you in your
Going to stop us.
No team.
No team.
So give us your top 4 prediction. And don't tell me you're not looking at other teams. I'll smack you.
Top 4.
Week 1 and week 2 have gone. So I don't be, if it was week 1, you can tell me you don't have any top 4 prediction. Besides, even before the week starts, everybody is meant to have a top 4 prediction. But we're in week 2 now. You must have a top 4 prediction.
Yeah, I do. My team is number 1, Originals number 1. Dream Sport number 2. Not sure to be number 3 because they're going to lose a lot of matches this week. I'm very sure about that. And
you know that we'll lose a lot of matches this week.
Believe me, I have very, very good calculations and predictions. Trust me, they're going to lose a lot of matches. They'll lose maps, they'll lose map, whatever it's called. They'll lose them. Trust me. You'll be so shocked about it. Don't worry, you'll be shocked about the results.
This is sounding like, it may be very logical, yeah, but it sounded like prejudice. It sounded like pure, unfiltered, untainted prejudice that they will lose.
Yeah, sure, they will lose. Trust me, they will lose. They like camping corners, but when I check the fixtures, I'll be like, okay, now you've met your match. You still see some other games that play your kind of tactics. You get so.
Okay. That was nice to hear. So, what about your players? Players that have been impressive this league so far, so good.
I only look at my players.
No, don't tell me that one. You are playing the league. You can't tell me.
I barely look at other scores. But there's this player I used to like keep up with this Yop guy. What's his name again? Yop I something guy, Jerry. I source that guy somehow. I source that guy like a lot.
I can't source the guy because okay, I think I mentioned him. I mentioned Yop I and Kokina as one of the top players for the first week. I mentioned them as one of the top players for the first week.
Yes.
And Yop I has met teams that have showed him shaggy.
Yes.
Ask Yop I what he saw when he faced Phalanx. Ask Yop I what he saw when he faced Antimatter. They gave him shaggy, like pure. He felt it. So I'll just say he's just good. He collects properly.
That guy is sneaky. The guy can do anything at any time. I just observe the guy, Jerry, but I don't think it's going to be a problem to us. But you're probably one guy, and for my team, Tricks, Monkey, Creator, guys, minus me. I be bored. I play trash.
Let me tell you something why I need to hear, because you have faced teams. You cannot tell me you faced a team and then one player did not disturb you. It is, no matter how good you are, one player must impress you from the other team. So you have played 3-3. You have played 6 games. You cannot tell me out of the 6 games, Out of
Oh,
the 6 games you have played, no, you
oh,
must have a player. So I'm
if
not
you
even
mean
talking
like
about you
that,
going to look at results. Nah, you must list player. I don't want to see any originals player in your list. 5 players,
okay.
top 5 players. You have played 6 games. You must have at least 5 players. You cannot run away from this question.
I don't really keep their names. You get? I don't really keep their names. Like,
You don't really keep
but
their name. There is this guy.
not
There is this.
one is
The last
like
manager. The last manager said something. The last manager said something. He noticed
yeah.
one play that gave him issue, and he talked about the player. He described the player. You get. You don't need to know
Yeah.
their name. At least you can form a name for that player. So even though it is name forming, you will do name from which team.
There's this money guy on North Shore, Jerry. He just they attack me. The guy just win everybody big like guy. Something came Abi money something Abi.
But K Money
That
has never played. K Money has not played. K Money has not played league, bro. K Money has not played league. K
but
Money has not played league.
you see my
K
form
Money
name now. So I form name. I know the guys in North Shores though, but I don't really know his name. But I know the guys in North Shores though.
he has
I
not
don't really
played
know his
league. He has not played league. So we are from not okay. Which other team again?
um that's my own problem. I don't really notice all that team. I just play. I don't
You
I, I
know,
don't keep I don't keep your shit game in my head. I just want to
guys.
win. I,
Infano
I
beats
don't
you
need
guys. You cannot tell me Infano beats you guys. Infano beats you guys. You cannot tell me that Infano.
no. If you're calling team, just let Ifano be, Jerry. Just let them be. Let them just go. Like there's no way originals will be winning 2-0 and we'll play controls, winning 2-0 again and flop 2-0. Come on now, that's now. Like that's trash. That
So now,
sorry for the very word, but
see
that's
the fact that Infano beats you. Calm down. The fact that Infano beats you, yeah, and you flopped 2-0 lead on them, you must have at least 2 players from Infano that made you flop the 2-0 lead.
flop. We didn't flop 2-0 lead. They flopped 2-0 lead.
You flopped it. You flopped the lead easily. But as much as you flopped it, if those people did not turn up, you people will not flop it. So you
Oh, you
must.
mean we flopped out? Yeah.
Flopped it. Yes, you flopped it. Agreed. You flopped it. Agreed. But there were players on Inferno that made that flopping possible. Because no matter how you want to flop something, Santi mentioned something that they were losing 6-2 in S&D and then they won 7-6 at the end of the day. And he was still able to make mention of players that made it possible. Now, you cannot tell me you are losing 2-0. I mean, you are winning 2-0 and you lost 3-2 and you don't have any player on the other team that was impressive. It is not possible. Now, you need to mention 2 people. Now, mention 2 players.
Jomama. Infano Jomama. Sure.
Infano Jomama, then another one. I said you must mention 2.
That's the name I remember. That's the name I remember. But then the guy went AFK on controls, so
Okay, now you had ping issues. There were people in knock shots that were good enough to capitalize on the ping issues. Yeah. So give us their name.
I don't really know. I didn't really look at their name. I was just swapping network, MTN to Glow to Airtel, MTN to Glow to. I was just playing, trying to kill. Bullets were just there. Everything was so annoying that day, but I don't really keep any name. You're just dying. So I just have to like
dying from left, right, front, back, up, down. And how were you not giving call out? Okay, now let me ask one technical question. How were you giving call out on who was killing you?
I was just talking. One thing about the in-game mic is very bad. One thing about the in-game mic on Call of Duty itself, like Call of Duty Mobile, the in-game mic there is very slow and very bad. So if I say 2 top, before you hear that 2 top, they don't massacre you from the back. So I'm like, I just tell my teammate, 2 fountain, 2 back here, they're spawning here. Who can hear me, Jerry. But I was being pissed, but I just had to be talking, giving call out. This is where I died. 2 coming from here, 3 here. But was tiring, Jerry. But no, never again will this happen. Trust me.
I feel you.
That's hectic.
Thanks for your time. So we'll be moving on now. I know Priest has a lot to say, so I'm saving him for last. Viral, yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
Everything. No lot is good. Your team had your team had wow. Your team was one of the team that had maximum 50 points last week. So that was last week. That was last week for your team.
You know what? Honestly, it wasn't what I expected really. Going into the week, I already told my teams that Originals and Inferno going to be a struggle. Serenity on the other end, we didn't really do a lot of homework on them because we've won them plenty of times in the future. But Inferno and Originals was one of those two teams that we tend to struggle to play against we tend to struggle against them when we're playing like friendlies and stuff. So we obviously just prepared more for them.
Okay. So, well, you came out on top. You made a shocking win. You came out on top of Originals, which was crazy.
Yeah.
So when you came out above Originals, what was the whole feeling like?
Yeah, that night my team, I don't know what they consumed, but we managed to take it down.
Is that you don't know what they consume like they were on steroids?
Bro, like I just came on and I was just motivating my team really, and then after the first hard point, we won them, and okay, the game started off shaky, right? The first hard point started off shaky. Points were tied up until by like the second or third point. And then I just told my teammates, look here, like focus up, like let's get this. And then we managed to win Originals under 200. And then with that, I knew that we could win them in the search and destroy. And then we managed to win them in the search and destroy. Obviously, I won't lie, Originals wasn't playing how they normally play in search and destroy. I don't know if they had like comms and stuff because the players were very unorganized in the game. But GG's to them. And then the control came. Control was a sticky one. I thought the control would have been the game that we lose our 3-0 because both teams on the defensive sides, both teams on the defensive side lost. It's only attacking that won. There was no defending that was won in that specific game, and which made it such a tight game because it came out down to a 2-3. But at the end of the day, we managed to take the W.
Okay, that was nice. So now going into the coming week, how was your fixture like? How do you think you survive your fixture?
Honestly, our problem this week is probably going to be Dream Sports. It's probably going to be Dream Sports. But Outlaws, good team. It's just unfortunately, I don't think we'll have to do that much work to beat Outlaws. But I trust in my team, and we're working towards winning Dream because we know that winning Dream will put us in the lead. So yeah, that's just basically it. Dream is the main focus at the moment to beat them.
Okay, that's so. Dream is the only team that can stop Noxious from getting 15 points this coming week.
Yeah, Dream is definitely the one team that could potentially stop us from getting another 15 points this week.
Okay, that's making sense. So now week 1 is gone, week 2 is gone, week 3 is coming. Which giving your top 4 for the end of the league?
My top 4 for the end of the league? In all honesty, right? Personally, I feel my team's gonna be first, right?
Okay.
My team's gonna be first. Dream is going to be second, definitely. Original's third. And the fourth place, did you say the top 4?
Yeah.
The fourth place it will either go to a team like I don't know, Antimatter, Defiance, or Blanks. But other than that, I think that it's between those three teams that take the number 4 spot. But number 1 will be Noxious, number 2 will be Dreamy Sports, and number 3 will be Originals.
Okay, that's it. So now the fourth space is just opened up for Defiance, Phalanx, and Antimatter.
Yeah.
Okay, that's would I say fairly accurate? Would I say fairly accurate prediction in the sense that personally I feel this league with the way we're entering the fourth week is between those 6 teams already.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot one name. Inferno. 7. Inferno. Because I want to believe Inferno will get at least 10 points this week. I can't remember. I don't know their percent, but I believe they should get 10 points. And they should get 10 points this week. If Inferno should get 10 points this week, they will be in top 5. You get so, and if they're in top 5, it means they are in the race. You get so Viral, your top players since the league has started. Give us this list. Your top 5 players since the league started.
Yeah. So when the league started, my top 5 players started off against Defiance. Was a bit shaky because like it was our first league that we were playing, and we never actually played a league. But then in the first week, something happened to one of my top players actually, like my Slayer, the player that Original speak about. Oh no, whoever spoke about him, I don't even know him, but his name is K Money. Something happened with him, and he got involved in a scam, and he lost his account. So which means that we were in a downfall for the past games because we didn't have our Slayer, our number 1 Slayer, right? And also one of my players, I don't know if you guys probably don't know him, but his name is Zero. He was also having a bit of family issues, which is our second Slayer. So my team went through like a little rough patch in the start of the league, but they're coming back now. I wanted to make sure that they will be here for Dream Esports, because Dream Esports isn't going to be an easy game. We've accepted the fact that Dream Esports could potentially be the reason we don't win. So our strongest squad will be there for Dream Esports, and we will be ready. Hopefully, we'll be ready. But if I had to say my top 5, wait, can you say the question again?
I say your top 5 players for the league that have been performing. You just make sure the votes are
Okay. Top 5. I just went off topic. Sorry, now I had to go off the nap. I'm a bit lost. But okay, my top 5 best players. Okay, number 1, it has to go to myself. It has to go to myself. Number 2, it goes to Zero. Number 3, K Money.
Viral,
No.
not in your team. I'm saying top 5 players that have been performing well from week 1 to week 2 of the league. The top 5 players that have been performing well from week 1 to week 2 of the league, you get. Because you mentioned Zero again, who has not really played enough.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm asking. Not like your best set of players in your team. I'm talking about people that have been performing well in the league generally. Overall.
Oh, in the league generally?
Yes. The players that have been putting out proper performance in the league.
Proper performance. Okay, number 1. Okay, it has to go to Muted. Muted's been. I don't think there was a game where he played bad, really.
Okay.
Don't think there was a game where he played bad. I have to go to Muted. I mean, his OBJ skills are out of this world for the T2 player. They have to go to Muted. I would say myself, and people are probably going to say that's just a very controversial thing. I'll probably say myself mainly because I'm the sniper for my team, and every S&D I always manage to dominate the sniping position in the game. Okay, Money and Jordan and Gucci, they've all made very very well performances. So to the point where people actually know. They never knew those people before, but now they actually know them and they actually realize, hey, but these boys are actually dangerous. So I would say the best performer in my team right now that has been putting the proper work for my team in the league has to be muted. Myself and K-Money.
Okay. I'll have to disagree with K Money because he has not played any game. Muted, yes. Yourself, yes. But I will strongly disagree with K Money because I don't believe you have put in any work in this league. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, not actually. He wasn't putting any work in the league. Yeah, you're right. You're very right. But you see, the thing is, people don't know what happened behind the scenes, to the sense of Money just sitting in our parallel and giving us strategies on what to do. Even though you can't play. So it's just that team or that motivation that he kept on bringing, because just because he couldn't play didn't mean that he gave up on the team.
Okay.
He just helped us a lot. But
Yeah.
if you had to, you have a good point there. Okay, Money, it's impossible that he could have put in the most work. So if I'm being honest, and it has to go to Gucci. Then Gucci will take Money's place in the most, one of the top players that did the most work for the team so far in the league.
All right.
I don't know if you saw the last regionals game.
That name Kuchi reminds me of something we guys like, but that's a story for another.
Yes, you get me.
Thank you for your time. We'll be going to Hello from Euphoria. Unmute your mic. Let's trash this out.
Good evening, house.
So, Hello, how was your last week? Like your games last week? How did you survive last week fixtures?
To be very, very honest, it was actually tough because before we actually disbanded, the players wasn't comfortable.
Sorry, your voice is kind of muffled and low. I don't know if you can do something with your mic.
Okay.
It's kind of muffled
Can
and
you hear
low.
me now?
Yes. It's better now.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was actually tough. To be very honest, it was very, very tough because my players had issues and all that, so it affected their game days. So it was very tough on them. To be honest,
Out of all the games you played last week, which game did you despise the most?
I think it's against let me say not sure
Okay.
because things were spiking and it wasn't good at all.
Oh, okay. So the last week was just terrible for your team in general.
Very, 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 very terrible.
And this coming week, you plan to change things.
Yeah. I plan to change players.
Okay.
Some of them don't want to play again.
You plan to change things this coming week. Which team do you think is going to stop you from changing things this coming week?
I don't know. I don't actually know. To be very honest, I don't know. Let's say Defiance because they have good players.
So just Defiance, no other team. Wait, he's not here. Okay, see. Just Defiance.
Yeah. I don't see any other team. Yeah. Only Defiance.
Okay, that's nice. So can you give us your prediction for top 4?
To be honest, I have nothing else to say.
You have nothing else for the top 4. Okay. What about players that have been performing in the league?
Nothing.
Hello. You don't have anything else on that too?
Yes, I'm nothing.
Okay. So it's safe to say you have not, due to unforeseen circumstances, you have not been following up on the league.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, that. Now, Notorious from Antimeta. Everybody have been waiting to hear your take on so many things. So would like to hear you talk now. How was your previous week?
Hello. Good evening, everyone.
Get better, train more, bitch.
Mooch, fuck you. Oh shit, nah, guys, yo. Anyways, sorry about that. It's yo. Honestly speaking, right? Last week, as you said, sorry, fuck. Fuck. Sorry, fuck. Yo, Mooch, bro, what the fuck? I apologize, guys. Yo. I apologize. Anyways, I'm delighted. I'm delighted to address with you today. To like address how the week has come, bro. It was kind of sad, losing to DQ as you have predicted and anticipated last week. You said
Okay.
you said that Antimeta was going to get the DQ, and you've mentioned that it's destiny, and now I'm forced to believe that it is destiny, right? If you, bro, believe me, I sent the rules maybe maybe 20 times in that day, right? Only to get DQ at the end, bro. It was kind of sad. Like, I mean, come to think about it, we're dominating Dream Esports. We actually underestimated them. Like, I had them on lockdown. I analyzed their team. I noticed everything. The players that I named, they weren't even playing. So that hard point match, it was just like, okay, fuck, we lost. Okay, cool. We had to play 5 games, and unfortunately, the last game I didn't have enough players due to like load shedding crisis and whatnot. So I had to call somebody from work, and yeah, boom, the guy forgot to change his loadout, and then boom, load shedding happened, and now we put in top 7. I think we're 7th or 6th. I don't know. We beat you. Yep. So I'm not sure. So yeah, man, that fixture really slowed down the momentum. Really closed down hopes in terms of being top 2, and actually, yeah, it did actually, because I was expecting Originals to win like all their games, but them losing to Noxious like flipped the whole table around. And now if Noxious loses to Dream might take this and it will flip the whole top 4 table and whatnot. So yeah, man. However, we'd also like to address like, the unforeseen circumstances in terms of like the DQ. I think we're the only team last week to get a DQ again. So it's I don't know if it's the players that's been stubborn or what, because yeah, man, yeah, it's the same reg, it's the same roster. I told them to go play with the same rules into rank, but then they're like, yo, guys, we won't survive with the Molotov spam and whatnot. So yeah, man, we'd like to emphasize that we hold ourselves to the highest standards, in terms of sportsmanship and integrity, our commitment to play fair and comments and whatnot. I mean, steps. It's our first comp at the end of the day, so
Uh,
we learning. We're getting into this.
yeah.
I mean,
For next week, for next week, how's your next week fixture like? How are you going to
uh,
survive the next week fixture?
next week's fixture. I think we play in.
This coming week. How do you plan to survive it? Which
Yeah,
teams are you
I
going
see.
to beat? Which teams are you going to beat?
Honestly speaking, I don't see us. Okay, I don't see us dropping points in terms of losing to a team. In terms of DQ, I can't anticipate that. But I really don't see a team that can like stop us right now in terms of the 3 teams that we're playing. Euphoria, who else? Defiance and what? I don't know how to pronounce that team name. Them. I don't see us dropping to them. And also the first game that we're playing tomorrow is actually a derby. It's not a derby, but then we had it's kind of personal, in it. It's kind of personal. So yeah, I don't see us dropping any points, honestly.
Okay. You don't see your guys dropping any points, kind of
No.
personal. So
No, it's actually very personal since you also open the registration to bring in your 15-man squad and make substitutes. So Anti-Meta is actually bringing in 2 new additions. So let's stay tuned and let's check the registration. Let's shock people.
it's safe to say you don't believe in your squad and you need to buff up your squad for your personal match.
Not really, eh? The current players, there's a few players that cannot make it due to unforeseen circumstances this week, school and whatnot. So I'll have to make in a few subs. Right now, as you've stated, at the beginning, I thought a 10-man registration would do. But as I learned and as I've developed through this competition, I've noticed that a 15-man registration is compulsory because I'll need to, as you said, unforeseen circumstances, people get busy, whatnot. I'll have to make those subs, switch those players, and it's not that I don't trust them. I mean, Anti-Meta is what, a 12-man registration, so the subs shall be brought on, and let's see what they can do.
Okay. But we have teams like Knockshot that are not bringing in any new player.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. They're not bringing any new player. I mean, they had an unforeseen circumstance when they played against us, and we also the result. So we're just trying to learn from that. We do not want to drop any points because right now the way the league is, the way the points are settled.
There's this thing that said a team is as strong as its weakest point. So you're trying to say that your team is not strong enough.
Bro. I'm not saying that they're not strong enough. I have faith in them, but in terms of availability, that's the only thing that's
I'm
killing
trying to follow that statement that a team is as strong as their weakest point. You understand? And if at your weakest you cannot follow up with some things, it means your team is not strong enough. Is it safe to say so?
I don't know. I don't want to answer.
Make your top four prediction.
Top four prediction. Let me see. Based on what I've seen so far, based on form and what I'm anticipating, I'm assuming Noxious might win this, eh? I can say this proudly. Noxious might win this league despite losing once. Noxious Originals. I see Dream dropping a lot of points as I've said, as they play big teams, they'll drop. So Noxious Originals, Anti-Meta, Inferno. I still believe in Inferno. I still believe in them. So yeah. I believe that's my top four for now.
Okay, so that's your top four. What about players that have been performing? Players that have been performing.
Sure, players that have been performing. Okay. Muted, no doubt. Danilo, always on form. Deadly's always on form. That's 3 that I can name at the top of my head. Who's some underrated players? Hold up, give me a few seconds. Let me check. Where the fuck is this? Results. Where's the results? Okay, those are the only 3, and then maybe, who else? Smoke's on form. Yeah, those. Joe Mama, Monkey, Creator. Those guys are still on form.
Okay, Yo Mama, Monkey, Creator, Smoke, and the rest. So that's
Okay.
how.
Okay, wait, no. It's
I
Joe
want to
Mama.
I want to ask you this question, and there's a reason I'm asking you specifically. Tell me, what do you call it? It may be a bait question, yeah? Tell me 3 teams that if they should drop a point this week, or they need to lose this week, so the top four spots will be in chaos.
Okay, let me look at the table. Let me look at the table and let me look at who they're playing up against. Okay. Let me see. Dreamy Sports at first, 25 points. But then I think they dropped. Noxious, Originals, Antimeta, Dreamy Sports.
Like, talking about 3 crucial teams that if they fuck up this week, okay, let me start in 2 phases. 3 teams that right now, if they should fuck up this week, they should forget about top 4. Let's go with that.
Antimeta at first.
Okay. Continue.
Originals at second.
I would not be third. How are they going to lose top 4 if they fuck up this week?
Bro, Originals right now is on 20 points, if I'm not mistaken. They're on 20 points right now. Originals is at 20 points. Antimeta's at 17 points. So, or if Originals lose, right? Originals is playing. Let me see. Originals is playing.
Originals are 25 points, my guy. They're like 3 games per player if you.
Oh,
I think
shit.
Look at the latest table, because when he said Noxious is 5, right? Because I remember Dream is the one topping. Dream and Noxious are the top.
Oh shit! Wait, let me look at the table. I'm sorry. Let me check the current table. Fuck it. Where is this thing now? Can you please tag me in it? I can't. Oh, okay. I got it. Okay, let me check. Okay, now I got it. Okay, I would say Antimeta can forget about it if we lose a game going forward. I think Defiance, and I think who's above? Is it Noxious or is it Originals? But one of those teams. If one of those teams fuck up, then I believe that they're at high risk of making top 4.
Okay. Now 3 teams that are struggling for number 1. Tell me one team that if they fuck. Okay, tell me 3 teams that if they fuck up this week, they cannot win the league again.
Yeah.
That this week is very crucial to them. Like if they if they fuck up this league, they cannot win the league again. That the league, they should say bye-bye to the league.
Okay, so I've noticed that Originals doesn't have a strong game, so they have a breeze this week. I'm assuming the Noxious game, Noxious versus Dreamy Sports. That's gonna be the I wouldn't say decider, but that's gonna be the one to actually give the team momentum, to actually give.
It's going to open pathways to so many possibilities.
Exactly, because like that game is just going to be game of the week. That's going to be game of the week, 10 p.m. Sat on the 20th. That's going to be the league. I wouldn't say league decider, but yeah, that's going to be the game. If one of those teams fuck up, then just consider it over. It's
Thanks for your time. So now, Priest, I know you have a lot to offload from your mind because of the past week. So going on to you, Priest from Inferno. How was your last week?
Get better, train more, bitch.
Why noisy? Why am I saying anything? I can do it? Yeah. Okay. Him right. How do I do it?
I like. Sorry, please.
I like how Antimatter is saying that we should get better, but they can't lose if they lose a game this week, they can forget about it. Like just leave at that point.
No, Jez. That isn't like for y'all like attacking anybody. It's just like it's like a funny voice note. I feel like
Priest, oh, Priest is not here. Okay, Priest.
I hear you, bro. I deal with you, chief.
Okay, I need God. Okay, yeah. Sorry for what I did to Roshan Shah. Yeah, so how was your last week? You know it was painful, but we want to hear how painful it is from your side.
Honestly speaking, it wasn't painful because I know that no one was at fault, and there's actually very good explanation for both games that didn't go well for us. So the first one, yes, was the forfeit. Like you said, the time was confusing, and at that period we thought our game was 9 because we've usually been having our game 9 and 10. So that was like our first game that was set to 8, and we weren't even aware of it. So, and I haven't
Anybody
been,
look at the
I haven't,
GFX?
I haven't been
Didn't anybody look
active.
at it?
Yeah, true. I haven't really been checking the features and the time. That was left with Lakey and Brian because I've been off the team for some reasons. So I think they probably, because of time and things like that, they did not check it. And one of our biggest reasons why I can say yes, that last week was really, um, should I say, it was really bad for us was because if you're aware of what's going on, we're also playing AER as well, and it happens that AER is always on the same day as DA. So sometimes we might be playing AER by 9, we play DA by 10, we play DA by 9, we play AER by 10. So literally, these guys are playing 2 different tournaments on the same day, and that was what affected us during the Dream game. But I'm actually proud of that game because despite the tiredness and the effort they put in the AER, we were still able to play Dream 3-2 in our DA match. So other than that, other than the fact that this week wasn't good for us, I think that was the only game that
You beat
boosted
Jim.
morale. We didn't beat them. I'm just saying their performance during that game after playing AER was what boosted
Okay.
the morale in the team.
Okay, so this coming week now, how do you plan? How do you plan to go about it? You'll be looking at the time on the GFX properly. You look at the time on the Discord server. How do you plan to survive this whole week now?
Ah, well, first and first, we will first confirm AER as well because the truth is, the team is actually struggling, and when I mean struggling, I'm not talking performance wise. I'm talking based on availability. So we hope to have a good game. Our first game might not really be difficult for us, but then we'll definitely play every game like it's a finals. So I'm just hoping for the best. I'm just hoping for the best. And the only team I know that yes might give us problems is Defiance. So I look forward to that game. My babe Santi. We've, I've been wanting to play there for a very long time, and I think the opportunity has come. So I look forward to that game, and I know that Defiance and Phalanx. I think we our chance of being top 4 is going to get back to 80%. So
Okay,
those two
so
games
your
are crucial.
yeah. Deciding game is Phalanx and Defiance.
Yeah.
I did deciding games because you understand their strengths, or because you are not taking account into the third team. It's just only Defiance and Phalanx you called. The third team
So no
you
disrespect. No.
no disrespect to your very good team. But like I said, our main focus is the two big guys that are there, that are holding the spot that we're meant to be in. So our hopes is just to beat them to gain the point. Like you said, we need 10 points to confirm us as being top four, because I mean this league is ending I think next week or
Yeah,
week.
next week Thursday. Next week Thursday.
Next week Thursday. So we need to win those two big games. Winning the third one is just a plus, and I believe it's something we can do. So
Okay.
yeah.
So give me your top four prediction.
Well,
Top four prediction. Top four.
my top four is Noxious. Well, me to also go with Antimeta. I believe that Dream will still drop points. So Noxious. No, for real. I mean, for real. I'm
Okay,
being
not
serious.
yours. Okay.
And
Go
I
on,
have my
not
reason for Dream dropping points. So
okay.
Noxious originals. Noxious originals. I've forgotten then Dream, yes. Then it's going to be between. It's going to be between. Then fourth is going to be between us, Antimeta, and Defiance. I believe we are the only three people that will actually fight for the top four. But then I'm hoping to aim higher. So all I can just do right now is just pray that Dream drops so much points so that we can beat top three.
I think it's safe to say top three is Noxious, Originals, and Dream.
Yes, but that,
Everybody,
like
everybody's
Roshan
top
said.
four has those three.
Well, like Roshan said, Dream just needs to make a mistake, and I think their coming features this week I think they have some pretty strong games as well. So
See about that. That's nice. And I want to make an announcement to everybody here. And it's off the meeting because officially the meeting is ended, but announcement to everybody here. So Therapy Esports Community is hosting a $600 prize pool event coming this August. The qualifiers is starting on the 24th of this month. You get me? It's starting on the 24th of this month. And they need, you understand, they will appreciate the registration of tier 1 teams and tier 2 teams. I can't necessarily speak for the tier 1 teams because this is the few tier 1 teams that are around. We know where they are, you understand? Now, for you guys that have been battling it for bragging rights, $0, bans and everything, there's a paid event coming up. You understand? So this is going to be, they need 8 people for the main event. So they need 8 people for the main event. You get the tier 1 is separate from the tier 2. Not that tier 1 and tier 2 will register and tier 2 be facing tier 1. No, you get. So they need 8 people for the They need 8 people for the main event that is starting August. The qualifiers is 24th to 28th. That's 4 days. Then, depending on how many people register, we'll see how to run the qualifiers. You understand? So I know if I call all of you now, you can all sit down and call 20 teams that won that 8 spot. You get, and Jimmy Sports have been doing very well. Originals have been doing very well. Ace Gamers have been doing very well. Defiance has been doing very well. Inferno didn't just buff up for a $0 event. You understand? And I believe they should also turn up. You get me? There are so many teams. Euphoria too, I believe have been restructuring. What else again? Outlaws have been restructuring. Phalanx have been doing their own thing. Antimatter too, you understand? So I need all of you to storm that event and make that top 8. Right now, you guys are fighting for top 4. I want you guys to fight for top 8 in the qualifiers. And the 8 teams that are going there, you all know how everything goes down. You understand? You give the therapy sport community the same energy you give the DA community. You understand? Your whole band, your whole energy, your whole fire. You get. So That all of the stuff. And one more thing, I would like the what they call it. I would like the main person behind the event to speak. Anything he needs to say. Overdose, please, you can talk. Overdose. I don't know. Okay. Good evening. Talk to somebody.
Sorry, overdose. Sorry to cut you. I mean, Hemant, sorry. Yeah. About this therapy stuff. Um, I've checked it out, and you're saying something about me carrying this energy. I mean,
Okay.
you need to. I just want you to have it in mind that is this particular teams that in D is not everybody that we. It's not just this DA team that we deal. You know, I mean,
I
we're going
know.
to see. Yes, we're going to see external teams like Genesis, and from what I'm seeing now, I've seen one more team that registered for this therapy, Messless Meg, and these guys are practically T1. Like to be very honest, these guys are practically T1. They are too good. So I mean, I don't think like I don't think all the DA teams, are even up to this guy's level. That's just my own. That's just my own. But then yes, I
If
believe
there's
that
one thing I've noticed about you guys, yeah, if there's one thing I notice about you guys, especially anti-meta. Once you guys sit down, yeah, if there's something I notice about you guys, yeah, is that is somebody's talking. Okay, let me try and finish.
Like the stuff we say that we cannot match up to the scouts. Yeah.
So I want to calm down, Santi. I want to.
You know,
So
anything clear for Messi.
yeah, see you
Yeah,
now.
talk.
What I want to say is
Talk
that
now, talk.
if there's
can't
something I
hear you.
noticed about the teams playing DA, the last time you guys faced the likes of Apocalypse and Almighty EF in the league, you guys rose up. You get me? The last time there was a league that Almighty AF played, you guys rose up to the challenge. The last time Genesis, the current Genesis is a weak version of what they were before. When Genesis was still nameless and they had basically 41 players, their normal nameless, their OG squad then. That in solo, they had Outcast, they had Buddha, they had who else again? They had 41 players. Currently, the people that played for Nameless then, we have like 2 or so in Cyclone currently playing MM for them, playing mobile MM for them. Do you get me? And teams rose
I
up to
disagree with you. I disagree with you on that actually.
Calm down. Let me finish. So what I'm trying to say is that you will go there, even if you will get beat, they will sweat. You get me? I understand your disagreement. Your disagreement want to stem from the fact that they were probably not as good then, but I'll remind you that it was the same space. Outcasts that played for Nameless got contracted to NATO in the space of 1 month after the DA league ended. He got contracted to NATO in the space of 1 month. This was the same Outcast that played against NAF players, and that NATO.
Can I come in?
You said?
Can I come in? So let me cut you on that. Now that's based on individual skill, bro. Now you're talking based on the full time. You're talking based on a team as a whole.
Yes, that's what I was saying. That these people,
Now,
as a team, I mentioned them individually, but they worked together as a team. You understand?
Do you know why I disagree with the whole genesis of now and the nameless they were before? If you notice, the nameless they merged with Just Toxic, and Just Toxic has always been beating nameless as at then. If you remember Just Toxic, yes,
If I remember,
under Santo,
I can go and pull up. I can go and pull up results. AER and DA. I'll pull up results of AER and DA, and I'll show you.
No,
Nameless.
I'll be expecting
Nameless
it
beat
because
Just
I
Toxic.
believe Just Toxic has been better
I'll
than
remind you
Nameless.
now. See, I'll not remind you now. That when Nameless and Just Toxic merged to form Exodus and Genesis, the lower players went to Exodus. The best set of players from the merger went to Genesis. Now, Genesis is now surviving under, what did they call it? Then after the whole stuff got safe, Outcasts left. Basically, everybody that was from Nameless left. The only people that are from Nameless that remain in Genesis now is Babushka, Triad, and Abezi. Those are the only ones that remain. The main guys that was carrying them, Buddha, Outcast, Edwin Solo. I've forgotten the name of two other guys that were there. They are gone. I think this other guy, Police, that Ghanaian sweat that was on, there was one Ghanaian sweat that was on M1. I've forgotten his name. He was like one of the first people in African scene to had M1 then. That people were complaining that the guy is fucking good. There was even rumor that he was playing on 40, 50 MS.
Yeah.
I can't remember his IGN, but he was a terrorist in the scene, and he played for
Bro,
Nameless.
that
Do you remember the guy? I believe you remember the guy
guy
I'm talking about.
was
You remember the guy I'm
that
talking
guy
about? That was
was
OG Nameless. That was OG name. And when they came to DA, people marched them. You get it? So before I elongate this meeting, so before I elongate this meeting any longer, Priest, I want you to do something. If you believe you will not match Merciless Mix, I want you to.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, definitely we're going to play. I mean, if anyone is coming to therapy esports tournament, we're coming to their community. I'm not saying no team in DA can match them. I'm just saying it's not going to be as it's not going to be
bro, my own
this compared to
problem.
how this therapy is going to be. Compared to how this therapy is going to be, this DA league is easy. I don't know if you get my point.
I get.
Compared to how the therapy community, this DA is easy. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I want you guys to carry that sweat. The sweat you sweat here. The sweat you sweat here. Carry it and show them that you have sweat before and they are nothing. And I want you guys to shock people.
Sorry, can I just say something? Sorry. Oh, you can talk on the side.
Okay, talk, please. Talk, please.
No, so basically, yeah, they have you guys have a very fair point about the fact that you don't think that any of us are on the same level. And I agree with that at the end of the day, because you look at them, they're operating big league. But then again, you must always remember that just because they play in big league and just because you see all the shit they take, it doesn't mean that you can't put up a good fight against them. Sometimes losing, but if you put up a good fight, you will still be recognized, you understand? And that's what we want at the end of the day. We want all of us to be recognized because I'm sure all of our goal is eventually to become a D1 team. All right. So based on the competition in that league, it's just you just need to go in there, and even if you don't, you just
clarify something. I don't know where I know. Talk.
Yeah. Sorry.
I can hear you talk.
My own problem now. I don't really have a problem with like anybody. Yeah. No. I don't have a problem with like playing anybody or anything and stuff and stuff. But like own issue is when I want to actually something like embedded things is not come to one when it doesn't really make sense. I cannot come to a league. Okay, let's come and play. Let's everybody come and play and show our strength. And I'm seeing a team, two team, one team comes.
Okay, yeah, that's what I want to explain to you. That's what I said it before. I don't know if I said it, Santi.
Now I'm feeling like the team.
We are not hearing you. Your voice is cracking.
For the news energy.
Your voice is cracking, bro. I think network finally kicked him out. So let me finish what I was saying here. let me finish what I was saying. The therapy sports events, there's a tier one section and there's a tier two section. I don't know where Merciless makes register, and I don't know where the organizers are going to put Merciless makes. But one thing I want to say is that if Merciless makes end up registering in the tier two spot, I don't believe they will necessarily win because I have belief in particular teams. I know and I can beat my chest that when Originals, when Defiance, when Anti-Meta, when Noxious, when Phalanx, when Inferno want to turn up, they will turn up and people will collect. Do you get? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it wants to be. I don't know where they are going to put Merciless next. Maybe tier one section or tier two section. But all I know is there's going to be a qualifiers. And from that qualifiers, people should start respecting your team already. From the qualifiers, start respecting your team already. We don't know it's like now normally we do our events usually by invitation. And by invitation, you already know the type of things you are going to do. Now, this is like a blind event. You don't know who is registering, but you are going there. You are going there prepared that, okay, the worst set of things that happen to you is facing Originals, facing James Sports, facing Defiance, facing Inferno. You understand? And you guys have played each other so well that today somebody can beat somebody under 50. Then tomorrow you will lose. I mean, Meta faced Noxious in this that same match. The first hard point was 252 and the second hard point was under 50. That is two things that are equally matched. You get so tier one or tier two. I don't know how it is going, but I know it's $600. But let me assume they are doing $300 for tier one, $300 for tier two. You understand? I'm going to focus on the tier two space where I want all of you to go in. You understand? The qualifiers, from that qualifiers, I want everybody to start shouting your names. You get? I want everybody to start saying, these people go fuck up these people. You get me? And I also really, really need Overdose to talk. You get this event. And one more thing again is that the therapy esport, like the way Amari Network and Penity has adopted the United rule, the esports rule, is the same rule you guys are also going to use. You understand? So there's not going to be issue for the ones that are going to play the qualifiers on the 24th and 25th, and also again on that same day. You get, we'll see how you are going to balance such. But since you are going to play two different events, you don't have any issue. The only thing you need to do is know when the time to play your qualifiers and when you are going to play your. You understand me? So I am, how would I put it? I am requesting that youth teams go and register. You understand, and give the therapy sport community the same entertainment to give the DA sports community. You understand? So Overdose, I believe you have some things to say and some questions to answer from my managers here, because they'll ask you some questions on the event and how everything is going to be. You understand? So Overdose, you have the floor, please.
All right. Good evening, guys. Can you hear me, please?
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
All right. Okay. So the first question I listened to was the one about the Merciless Meg being in T2 registration channel. All right. The thing is this. The structure, the game structure, the tournament structure is actually like pioneered by the Game Arrow. And when I was speaking with the rep, he was saying something about some T1 team, since it's someone's mic is like really disturbing, it's affecting my speech. So from the structure, my mic won't blow my ear. All right, so from the structure, the one that I spoke with Gamer, they were like, okay, the essence of the qualifier is to know how to balance the strength of all teams that are registered. I think he said something about any team that overperforms in the qualifiers probably and registered for T2 will definitely be pushed to T1 so that we will not have issues that this team is greater than this team in overall strength. So Merciless Mech that you guys are talking about, depending on how they do in the qualifiers, we will know if we're going to put them under the T1 team or leave them at T2 teams. So that is the comments for the Merciless Mech registration. So yeah.
Overdose. I want to
Can
say
you-
something.
All right.
I want to say something that I know happens very well in the community.
All right.
This community, and I'll give you a very big example from Eternity Deca Cup last year.
All
They
right.
are known to sell games so that they'll be in a lower position to win.
Oh, I see.
Then let me tell you something. Eternity Deca Cup last year, it was
Yeah.
32 1 to 8. They said the top two are going to be in the winners bracket, the bottom two are going to be in the loser bracket.
Okay.
At the end of the group stage, you now have teams like Peaky Blinders, Passion at the bottom of their table.
Wow. That was intentionally done, right?
They had to sell games. They had to sell games to go to the losers bracket where they will face weaker teams and they will get to the finals.
All right.
Because they enter the winners bracket, they are going to face Cyclones, Zero Remorse, Elite Gamers, a bunch of other teams. Now, you can see teams that ran away from those other teams being the bottom. They started selling this in bottom feeding. Now you now start making finals. You now start asking yourself, how the hell did Passion make finals, or how the hell did one tier 3 or tier 2 team make finals when a team like Zero Remote did not even make finals? You get me?
Yeah,
Now,
I do.
you're not telling these people that are performing very well, somebody that is going head to head with Cyclone, NXG, Rage in Mobile Mayhem, you're not telling me that they'll not come and get beat, or they'll come and get beat, or they'll come and start dragging with tier 2 teams here, and you tell me they did not sell game.
Understand your point.
That is my own take on it.
All right. So now you just mentioned the problem. What do you think is the solution? So that
the solution is one, you could have you already monitored, you have their lineup. You have their lineup. Two, you have their performance in Mobile Mayhem.
Okay.
You have their performance in Mobile Mayhem, and you have the performance of the other teams that are registered. Once everybody registered, you can easily check. Like now, most of the teams now that are playing to be tier 2, tier 3 teams, for the past 2 months, you can check their average performance in AER events, DEA events, Night Call events. You can go and check their average performance, and you will see how they've been performing. Now, the other ones, you can also check their performance in what they call it. What's this? The other ones now, you can go and check their performance in maybe Contenders and Mobile Mayhem.
Yeah.
So you will know now. After, like now, imagine everybody registers now. You register a bunch of teams now. Then somebody now comes in. Like a team like Merciless makes, as much as everybody wants to be a dark horse, or as much as I believe I have 5 teams that can become dark horse that will match Merciless makes or even beat Merciless makes. I believe if Merciless makes believe themselves to be a tier 1 team, I see no bullshit reason why they'll be registering in a tier 2 section.
Okay.
You understand? You talk with the Merciless makes now, they will brag about how they are tier 1 and how they play Mobile Mayhem.
Yeah.
You understand? And they also brag about how they beat Rage in these past few weeks. Now, why should somebody with that type of statistics come and say you want to register for a tier 2 event?
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Overdose. I look forward to playing in the tournament, but like what Hemid said, please, I don't want it to be a case whereby it's because of what was said here, that's why you are now changing the setting or everything.
Understand.
Like he said, check out their recent performance. Let's
Okay.
make it they're a T1 team. I don't even want them. Nobody can tell me anything about it.
Okay.
They are.
All right.
So it's something that you as well can also do your own. You
Research
can
on.
do your own research on them and see what we are telling you. And if it's true that they actually beat Rage
Yeah.
during this week or the last week, then
Yeah.
bro, they are not supposed to be in T1, in
All right.
T2, sorry.
Noted. Thank you for that. Okay, so I'll actually look into it. All right. So, and if I also agree with your statement, then definitely we'll speak to their manager and tell them that they are not eligible to register for T2, so that in tournaments can be as smooth and fair as possible. So thank you for that. Is there any other question I have to answer? Any other question?
Can I ask a question?
Oh yeah, you can, bro.
So like you, I don't know if you keep track of what happened in
Nobody wants
on
to
the
talk
fourth
again.
Contenders league.
Santi, Allo.
Someone
Hello,
is
I know
speaking.
you're bringing on mute.
Somebody
Someone is
speaking,
Fam, what I was
Yeah.
talking.
and I cannot hear the
Guys.
person.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm not to hear you though.
So I don't know if you can you hear me? Wait, let me check my audio.
Hey,
Can you hear
sorry,
me?
I muted some people. I want to unmute them now.
All right.
Bro,
Okay,
muted me.
that's
That's
number one.
crazy.
I believe one of
Can
the
you hear me?
mics was going off. Okay, remain one other guy. Okay, where is? Okay, yes.
All right, so go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, so I don't know if you take this is a weird question. Like I don't even take note of the Contenders League, right?
I'm actually
But
not hearing anybody. Funny.
based on the league that is coming up, who do you think out of this current Contenders League will be able to cope in the upcoming league?
Bro, I seriously did not hear what you said. Please, can someone like rephrase for me or something? I think you said something about seriously, I don't really get what you just said right now, bro.
What teams are going to
It's
contend?
it's
was
asking you.
let me
It's
hear me.
asking you now.
Let
Who
me
are the
hear me.
teams in this contenders league? If you are following this contenders league,
The
That is the
Contenders League.
Contenders League, yeah.
that will perform in
Okay.
therapy
Well,
tournament. That's what he's saying.
That's if you follow it.
The truth is, you
um,
can't decide yet until you see the team. That's just the truth.
that
You
is the
can't
thing. That is the thing. That's why.
Exactly. I don't think it's following it. Exactly. I don't think
Yeah,
it's
you,
following
you can't decide.
it.
You can't decide. Even if he was following it, it's not something you
Yeah, you
can
can't
decide.
decide.
Because, I mean,
Yeah, you can't
Personally, please, I think that Antimatter might win that league. I don't know. I think Antimatter might win. Just my personal opinion. You get me?
Oh my god.
Who is laughing? Okay, Sansi. So sorry, I don't know. I was not hearing some people. What were they saying?
Skill issue, skill issue.
Man,
so
it was just
the thing is, like I said, we're going to see strong teams that have not played, that is not even playing DE at all. We're going to see them in this sport. So you can't
I
tell.
don't know.
Like,
Besides MIT and Genesis, which we all know
I'm not
Genesis
even pressed
Genesis
about
are operating from
Genesis.
some of you.
Okay. How
I'm not
about
even
this?
pressed about Genesis, guys.
Wait, how about this for a general solution? We already have a structure in place. But if I speak with Hemit, then we can kind of like constrict it to teams playing for DEA, that is the T2 teams playing for DEA, and constrict that to the registration. Because for the main tournament, we just need
No,
8
don't do it
teams.
that way. Don't do it that way.
Don't
All
do
right, now
that.
Going
Don't do
outside
that.
going outside.
No, don't do it that
don't
way.
do
Don't do
it.
it that way.
all right,
Don't do
all
it.
right, okay.
Don't do it that way. Don't do it
Me
that way.
personally, I want to face a team like
Not to do
Cyclone, or I want to
that.
face a team like NXT because I know that it will make me better.
Bro.
Exactly. I want to actually play those teams. I actually want to play those teams, bro.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
me too.
Like,
Exactly.
talking about
Genesis,
Genesis.
MIT Genesis keep those ones that have been avoiding will come and collect.
Yeah, I was not like really just have my this is not smart guys. Guys that is deeply.
Hey, Movado, just run the
Yeah.
structure the way you
Me
planned
just
it already.
All
Do you
right.
hear?
Thank
Yeah,
you,
just
sir.
run, just plan it.
the
The
way
only thing,
somebody
the
that
only
Dennis
thing is
is
just
server.
look into, just
This
look
is the
into
server
that
that created.
Messless makes.
All
Gents,
right.
Just look
This
into
is
those guys.
Merciless Make. Yeah, definitely
Yeah,
will do.
just look into those guys.
No
gents,
problem.
so all of this is happening this weekend.
This weekend,
Next
So
week,
it's happening in 2 days.
registration is
next
this
week,
week.
yeah, this is on
Can't
24th.
Next week Wednesday.
The
Tell
registration
me,
is. Can I speak
Yeah.
something? Say
tell me,
something? The
Okay, please.
registration
One is
is the registration is this week. We gave it 7 days span. That is from today's 17, yeah. It will last till the end of the week around Sunday. Then qualifiers will start around 24th. So the
you
registration is 17th to 23rd. Then qualifiers start 24th till I think 4 days.
Next
That
week Wednesday.
yeah,
okay.
it's going to
like
be
Okay,
hectic for our
8.
players.
Then the main
there's
tournament
that.
is
Because
from
just
August
imagine affiliation
1st
day
to
we're
8th.
entering.
Okay, I also wanted to know
But like,
what's the
sorry,
maximum
What is the what?
amount of what's the
Regist-
maximum
can I just come to
amount of players that you can register?
maximum player you can register just 8.
eight.
8. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, cool. So
This
8.
girl got like how many members?
Yeah. All right. So any
Ain't
further
no way, dog. Ain't no way.
Girl got
Okay, so guys, if you check the events channel, I posted the stuff. If you check the event channel, I posted the whole stuff with their Discord server. So storm the Discord
Put it on
server,
WhatsApp.
player, go get this W.
You,
Nope.
you please, can I say something?
yeah, you can, bro.
Overdose, yeah.
Yeah.
Overdose about the tournament stuff. Say qualifiers is 24th.
Yeah, 24
Yeah,
to
so like
28.
we're playing a league right now. And it's like exit for the players. The league is ending 20 seconds. It's going to be exit for like the player because it's going to be like fatigue and brain stress and all that. You now enter a comp immediately and stuff. So I don't really know how I'm going to
Um,
like try to say I can make a way for that. So,
I don't know if it's my network
because like,
here, but
it's just
like
2 days.
struggling to understand what you're
It's just
saying,
2
bro.
days.
Okay, let me
Did
see.
anybody? Did anybody?
Overdose,
Did
what
anybody?
he's saying is overdose. Can you hear me loud
Yeah,
and clear?
I can hear you loud and
What
clear.
Santi is saying is that they are currently in a league that is ending on the 25th, next week Thursday.
Okay.
And your qualifiers is starting next week Wednesday. That the players will need at least 3 days to rest because currently what they are facing in this league is
Yeah.
people that is on their level.
Okay.
Like there is no easy team in the league.
All
Again,
right.
from
Okay.
week one that they started, they've been sweating balls.
All right. All right.
You get so fatigue, everything. So they need to sit down, calm down from mental whatever breakdown.
Okay. So what is actually proposing is an extension of the qualifier date.
Yes, if it can start
When?
sometime else, grab.
Okay. What time do you
All of them.
propose? Let's say if it's
Okay,
work?
please, I'll actually beg you.
All right.
If we are to choose the time, I'll actually beg you to set it up by maybe around August. And like Santi said, yes, players need time to rest, and especially us. I mean,
Exactly.
Just give me a proposed date. Let
we're
me
playing
see if it's
A, we're
working.
playing A and D at the same time, so that's we'll need that. So let's just say like the second week of August or first week of August.
Okay, that is for the qualifiers, not the main
Yes,
tournament. Yeah.
yes, the qualifiers.
Yeah.
So like August. So please, thank you. That would
How
be
many
very, very
teams are in
appreciated.
favor of this? How many teams are in favor of this extension?
Inferno is in favor.
Oh,
Anti-meta.
Antimate, are you in support?
Yeah.
Are you in support of them shifting the qualifier because of the current league going on to 1st of August?
Bro, yeah, I'm in support, bro. I'm in support. Anti-meta will be there.
Alo, are you in support? Alo, you can you will stop.
Oh, my bad.
Alo, are you in support? Okay, I know Santi is in support. What about Henry? Henry, are you in support? basically, I believe the question should not be asked because all of them are playing this league and sweating ball.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk for them, but if all of them say so, maybe I don't know how you do it. You get so that's just the whole stuff there. You get
Hmm?
so depending on the registration, we may see how the qualifiers will go. You
Yeah.
get me? But don't worry, I can even make the qualifiers very long. I can make the qualifiers very long in the sense that if I get about 16 teams to come and play qualifiers.
Yeah.
Wait, if 16 teams come and play qualifiers and you need 8 teams, it means the qualifiers will not be long.
No, just 1 day or 2.
Don't worry, I'll get you 16 teams. Proper 16 teams.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Okay, what we'll do is we'll leave the registration from now till Saturday. So on Saturday, then we'll see how many teams have registered, and it's like a lot to work
But
with.
some teams not safe right now. Sorry, some teams not safe may not even bother to go and register because after this meeting now, they have a game tomorrow.
Okay.
Like Antimatter now, they have a very, very personal game tomorrow.
All right.
Very personal game tomorrow. Who else again? Inferno. This coming week, if they don't put 10 points, they are not entering top 4.
Okay.
Who else again? Santi too. If they don't put 10 points, they are not entering top 4.
Yeah.
You understand? That's how tight the league is.
Okay.
The league is so tight
and this is on that league, that is the contender league, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. All right. It's doable, actually. It's doable because we want maximum participation. And if maximum participation requires shifting of the date or something else, like we're not in a rush, all right? We want to just have the fun community, probably just introduce ourselves in the MP community and stuff like that. So if you guys are playing contender and there are about 10 of the teams playing contender and they're like telling us we should extend the date so that they can have rest and time to prepare and stuff like that, it's something that you can definitely do.
All right. So I'll meet up with the other teams too.
Yes, I will finish everything this night.
Sorry.
I'll finish everything this night. Then tomorrow, me and Hemi will talk if we're going to extend it, and I'll pass every necessary question to him.
Overbridge, I have a question.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
Sir.
So it's concerning you said the qualifiers is just a day, right?
No,
so
I said
it means
last. I think the structure was 24th to 28th. So Gamer is the one responsible for the fixtures, the bracket, and everything.
Oh, okay. So it's a 1 week. It's a 1 week.
The tournament or the qualifiers?
The qualifiers. I mean, the qualifiers.
They gave it 4 days for the qualifiers. I don't know how they want to do it, but 4 days.
Okay, 4 days.
Yeah.
Okay. No problem. I just want to confirm.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Sorry, I just want to confirm because I just joined. When is it?
The tournament is starting August 1st and it runs to the 13th. The qualifiers is 24 to 28, right? The registration is 17 to 23rd. That is July. The main tournament is August 1st to 13th.
First to 13th.
All right, thanks a lot.
Yeah. Any other further questions?
Here's a big question. Is Cast Tier 1 participating?
Tier 1, yeah. I spoke to some Tier 1 teams and I'm on board. So we have
Overdose, do outside. Is that rubbish? We already told them that Tier 1 is different from Tier 2. So if Cast is registering, it's none of his business.
Okay. No problem.
You understand? It's none of his business. It's people that are playing Tier 1 that should focus on if Cast is registering or not.
Okay. I keep my mouth shut then.
Just do aside.
Yeah, I do.
If you have any other question, ask. But don't ask about the Tier 1 scene, except you are registering in the Tier 1 scene.
Yeah. Thank you very much for that. He isn't the stress on me.
Spooky with spanking.
Personally, Antimate is taking cost team 1 down, though. Antimate is fucking them up.
I like your courage.
Are you
bro.
mad?
Really nice, man.
Who said that? We're not taking
They
cut.
don't make
No
the
way.
team. They don't make
No,
the
personally,
team.
we can be cocky, ne? We can be cocky, but then we know who we bow down to, which is obviously your big boys in tier one. Yeah, we respect them. They we have no competition. It's not even close. So
We
we have
yeah,
to be
we
realistic.
also respect some tier 2 teams as
Big
well.
talk for somebody on 7th position.
Yeah, we also respect some tier 2 teams, just so y'all know. And we can't be in 7th position. We are taking team points this coming week.
Okay, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes.
Convening the top seven stand is asking about Cars Esports. It's
The only
crazy.
reason we lost is because of DQ. But anyways, we move. We move.
Oh no. Good night, guys.
Also, how are we top 7?
And
I'll
Yeah,
send you the
7 is
league.
the first top. You guys are bots.
almost half.